Hello people of the internet! Welcome, I am KICdude, and today I have a bit more of a not depressing topic. Last week's two weeks ago topic was a little bit more somber, a little bit more heavy than I had anticipated. So that was a thing, and I really didn't like the way that it felt. So let me explain what was happening, so if anybody was confused and kind of worried, let me go ahead and explain. Basically, 2 weeks ago, I made a video on basically how fan content or fan people sometimes, or fan creators, let's put it that way, fan creators are hurt by being fans and making fan content. And I put that video out, and it had a little bit more of a somber tone to it because I was kind of actually scared of those things happening. And then I put out the next video about, like, whoops, I didn't make music because of yada yada thing. Here's the annotation to the first, and here's the annotation for the second one. So what happened? What happened? Freaking, did the video go up? Yeah, it went up. And what I was expecting was not the thing that I was expecting. Okay? So what happened? So I put that video out. I put it up for them to review it, or whoever on the Let's Play community channel to review it. And they put it up. They said, okay, cool, I like this music. I didn't personally like it, but every creator is doubtful on their own stuff. And when it went up, I immediately got a whole bunch, obviously don't read the comments, but I responded to almost every single comment on that video. And I was just responding to all these comments, and then people started coming to my channel to say, hey, you got crap on this channel. I didn't even know. All right, I didn't even know. It went up, and I didn't even know. And people just said, hey, listen, you got stuff on this on Let's Play community channel, and I like it. You're cool. Sup? And I'm like, thanks, sup. And that alone pushed me forward to do more stuff. It was such a good morale boost for me. And around this time, all right, I made all the videos for that week except for the stream, and then Whiplash the Snake freaking comes out with this mini YouTuber review series that he started up. And oh my god, I cannot believe that all this stuff is happening at the same time I'm doing fan content, because it's so conveniently time for me to talk about it. So what did Whiplash the Snake do? For those of you who do not know, Whiplash the Snake started this miniature review, basically a spin-off of his main YouTuber review series. Essentially what it is where he rates different channels based on what they have. They let it be, Colossal's Crazy, Game Grumps, Tony V Tunes, Odd One Out. I'm just waiting for him to do Keemstar or, some other big news channels like Philly D, something huge like that, because then, dude, I can only imagine the comments. Okay? That's what I don't even care about the video. I'll watch it because I like the dude, but I just want to see the comments on those videos. But what exactly does this mean for the people he's reviewing? Okay? So this mini YouTuber review is just basically the same thing as the YouTuber review, but for people who are basically telling him to review him. Those people that are like, review me, in his comments. And typically they're people who are underneath like 1,000 subscribers. He's not going to go ahead and give people the benefit of the doubt and he has like 12,000 subscribers or above. He's going to pull that from the bottom. And I respect that to a sense, all right? Sometimes, just like recently, he pulled a really big piece of poop out of his hat, and it didn't work out. He didn't like that channel whatsoever. But to be fair, I did look at the channel, didn't like it either. So there you go. But what does it have to do with me? How am I talking about this? How is it related to, what are these two, why does fan content and this have to do with anything with each other? That's what I hear you already. You're like, what the heck? You're not talking about anything. Yes, I am. All right. Yes, I am, because I made a fan content, right? I made this freaking Let's Play remix, or like this Achievement Hunter remix, and I was talking about it, and then all this stuff went on, and now he's doing YouTube reviews. And what I was saying 2 weeks ago is, I don't want to be remembered for the thing that happened once. I don't want to be remembered for one fan content video. And then this guy says, well, I'm going to review the content for everything that it's got. Doesn't matter. Just everything that it's got, I'm going to review it for it. Bro, I applaud you. That snap was really weak. Let me do that again. Bro, I applaud you. And Whiplash has done something interesting. It's created a dynamic that is very, very interesting. Because right now, not a lot of YouTubers realize it, but this boy is going to do a lot of reviews on different YouTubers. I think he does them twice a week now. Freaking crazy. How did this affect him? All right, let's go ahead and do that first. Let's see how it affected him, how it affects the gigantic scene of everything, and how everything is worked out. Basically, let's just analyze everything. So first off, how did this affect him? Well, first and foremost, he started off by doing the odd ones out, and that video alone set him on basically a crash course to succeed. As weird as that sound, I guess for him, it really didn't want, he didn't like expect it. He would just, like, people were like, YouTuber review. He was like, oh, I'll just do a review for YouTubers. He didn't expect probably the amount of massiveness to explode the way it did, just like Portal 1. So, of course, when it came time to do all these other ones, he had a gigantic spotlight. He had exactly what he needed to revamp his channel the way he wanted to. And that's something fantastic. He went ahead and did something that, with a spotlight that was shining on him, basically people subscribed to his channel because he reviewed the odd ones out. And of course, All the Odd Ones Out is a comic book style, stop motion style animation channel. Stop me if I'm getting a little too technical. These mini YouTuber reviews is something that I kind of wanted to happen on YouTube at some point. It was something that I wasn't going to do. I don't have the character, nor do I have the grasp on what nearly people want to hear by themselves, and I wasn't prepared at the point when I thought about it to handle the amount of I guess criticism that would come from reviewing gigantic YouTube channels. And because these people have under 1,000 subscribers, of course people may be doing it because they want I just want subscribers and I don't really care, I don't want to make videos. But there are also people who genuinely want to create content full-time. Like me, I would love to do this full-time, and I would love to be privileged or do the thing that I'm doing full time. I would love to make music. I would love to make videos. I would love to do all these things. Bring back the spectator that I want to do for so long. All these things. I want to do all these things. But when it comes down to it, I need to be able to have a fan base, and the amount of, unfortunately, the way it sounds is going to sound stupid and freaking egotistic, but I'm going to need an amount of money coming in to make sure I'm able to do meetups and stuff like that, go to cons and stuff as a featured creator. I know if for 100% it sounds egotistical as all hell. It really, really does. That's the way it works. Unfortunately, that's the way it works. So yeah, like, one day I would love to meet people from the Banana Clan. I would love to meet anybody from the Banana Clan. Basically, Whiplash is giving people that chance, that basically a little push forward. The only problem with that is, and I think maybe Jacksepticeye himself has said this before, but let's take that number that he had since the beginning. He himself was a shadow of PewDiePie, alright? He did like a PewDiePie had a shout out contest to people who were creators and stuff. Okay, I don't know what numbers he had there, but I'm going to use the number I just recently saw, which was 45 million. Alright, I don't check his channel often enough to know if he has more. I don't know if check his channel enough to know if he has less. I'm just going to pull a ballpark number from what I remember seeing. 45 million. Basically, based on the things that have happened and based on what I know from audience retention, 75% of your audience will not do what you want them to do. Only 25% will actually go and look at the thing you told them to look at, alright? And of that 25%, only about 10% will subscribe. Okay, so that leaves us with only 2.5% of 45 million people subscribing. And even then, if we get down to it, people might not like that, and then they'll unsubscribe within the week. And that's a 50-50 chance. So at the end of maybe 2 weeks, alright, 2 weeks, you only have 0.75% of the original value. 0.75% is a lot when you're talking about stuff like 45 million, but it's not the greatest amount. That's maybe like, okay, let me just do some math here. That's only like 300,000 subscribers. And while that may be a lot, it's not the same amount. People think it's a one-to-one thing, and it's not. So, yes, so Whiplash is doing something amazing by letting people see these new people, but people don't understand it's not a one-to-one. Literally, 0.75% of the people watching the videos that are made by Whiplash or Snake will go and actually subscribe to that channel. And we're only going by subscriber count. I'm not doing by average view count. I'm only going by subscriber count. So if, right, and this is an if that probably is actually true, if your video, technically your view count ratio is not the same as your subscriber count ratio, your average view count for your videos, take that amount and then apply the 0.75%. That's what the number is going to be. All right. Now, That's ludicrous. It sounds crazy, but that's entirely the way it works. Okay. Now I know that these numbers vary depending on what survey and what study you look up, but I'm just taking the average numbers of all, like a few of them that I saw. I don't remember where I got them from. Just Google it. You just Google it. I'm pretty sure this worked that way. So yes, I tip my hat to Mr. Whiplash the Snake. But I do have one thing to say. He said in his latest video that if something happens, he will expose us. Huh? I have one thing to say. I'm going to expose you, sir. That is unacceptable. It's not acceptable. All right? Okay, you know what? Just from your channel alone, I can tell already you're a freaking cool guy. All right? So why the hell are you so cool all the time? You know? What the freak? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're over here being all sweet and cool and stuff? Is that freaking... This line is stupid. Does that spice come with some sugar, bro? I'm stupid, I know. If you like the discussion, love me, and I love you back. Because I will see you guys